With the recent rains, the flooding, and some folks might be thinking about insurance and also coverage for their homes and rental properties. Here with advice on how you can shop the best policies, Fox 5's real estate expert, Mr. Ken Kaplan, the No Bull agent. Mr. Kaplan, Happy New Year. Thanks for being here. Good to see you.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Let's talk about this. Homeowners and rental insurance. Who needs this and who should have it?
You know what? Homeowners and renters should have this, should have insurance policies. You never know. And a lot of different types of scenarios can come up as both a homeowner and a renter. Now, if you're a homeowner and you're a landlord, it's a different policy than just being a homeowner because it does cover other things that possibly could go wrong with a tenant in place.
We've seen so many things, and then when you hear people didn't have insurance, didn't have rental insurance, what kind of coverage should you be thinking about getting?
Well, okay, if you're an owner, you want to make sure that your cost of building, of what it would cost you today to rebuild something in your house, what that covers. You also want to know what those limits are.
Yeah.
What are the exclusions? What happens if a pipe bursts? Is it a sudden disbursement of water? Is it a catastrophic failure? Or is it something that was a maintenance issue that you didn't take care of that your insurance company may deny? That's important. If you're a homeowner who's a landlord, okay, what happens if there's a flood? Well, what happens if there's rain that makes it so that the property is not habitable? Okay, well, yep, you're going to probably get covered for that as long as your coverage is there for flooding. But here's the thing. What happens if the tenant has to move out? Okay.
Oh.
Are you covered for loss of use? Are you covered for the loss of that revenue that you're not getting to pay your rent, to pay your mortgage? Those are questions you want to know. And as a renter, you want to know that, heaven forbid, something happens and you get misplaced because of flooding of some sort, that your insurance covers that relocation, and for how long? Again, questions you want to know.
It can be a little overwhelming.
It can.
To kind of think about all this, especially when you're thinking of what kind of questions do I ask the insurance carriers if I want to compare policies and you're not fully educated on what is out there for you.
Yeah.
What can you do?
You know what? Make a list.
Yeah.
I know it's going to sound old school, and for people who are 30 and under watching this, they're probably going, make a list. I'll just do an Excel spreadsheet. No. Okay, or a PowerPoint presentation. That's not, for me personally, what I would do. I would make a list, make them in columns. I would put down the different companies. I'd want to have one column that states, what is the deductible? Okay, what are the limits?
Yeah.
How much does the policy pay out? And what are the exclusions? What does it not cover? You know, if it's something where, gosh, an appliance breaks and it causes a leak, is that covered? Ask questions. Then look at them all, compare apples to apples, and make sure you're looking at the same deductibles, same liability coverages, to make sure that you are looking at apples to apples.
All right, let's quickly look at the recent mortgage rates and where the numbers stand in this first week of the new year.
Yeah, so first week of the new year, here we go. So our rates really, if you look at this, they have been staying steady. You know, the 30-year fixed on a conventional note has actually come down just a smidge. A 15-year fixed has been hanging right at about 5 3/4. The 30-year FHA and the 30-year VA loan have both stayed at that sub 6. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for, that lower rate to stay there and possibly come down. People are forecasting that it may come down, as we get closer to the mid-year.
Okay, quickly, Deals and Dreams is what it's all about. Find me the deal. We're in Mission Valley, Fashion Valley area.
So we're in Mission Valley, and the western part of Mission Valley is actually Fashion Valley. Two different zip codes, but really the same areas. So let's start with the deal. So the deal is a 1-bedroom, 2-bath. But look at the square footage on this. This is almost 900 square feet.
Pretty good.
It's got 2 parking spaces. Okay. It's a corner unit, upgraded windows throughout, updated kitchen and bathrooms, full-size in-unit laundry. Okay. It's got central air and heating, and the complex itself, it's got a pool, and you're centrally located right on Friars Road. It's the norm these days, let me tell you.
That's actually not that bad compared to other places. Let's put these prices up because we want to get to the dream. Okay, we have 426, 450, 474. I actually, before we saw these numbers,
Yes.
did some kind of fuzzy math in my own head, and I came up with 450 out of nowhere, so I'm going
Okay.
to stick with 450.
And
I said A and then B, but I'll stick with A. Why not? Oh, dang.
Wow, 474.
474.
Listen, I've been watching a lot of that $1 million listing Manhattan, so I'm
Yeah.
going to negotiate to get my 450.
Okay, I think it's a great idea.
We got to get to our dream. Ken, what does this dream look like?
Okay, let's talk about this. This is in Mission Valley, so this is in the Savita area. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yes.
Right close to Rancho Mission Road.
Beautiful development there. by
Just, I mean, absolute, or Mission Center Road, excuse me. Just beautiful. I mean, the amenities that are there, the
Yeah.
park, the facilities there are just, I mean, they're really resort-like.
Yeah.
So here's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, almost 2,300 square feet, built in 2020.
Okay.
It's 3 levels, but you do have
3
a
levels?
bedroom and bathroom.
Is it a
on the
townhome or a-
This is a 3-level townhome, yeah.
Okay.
It's got a chef's kitchen, walk-in pantry, wine fridge. It's got chandeliers. I mean, it's really, this is done to the hilt and
Wow.
just beautifully lit. Your steps from the Savita Central Rec Center, which has got, again, the pool, the fitness facility, the trails, resort, playgrounds, dog parks, and you are next to shopping. So there's the Ralphs there. There's the trolley lines. That
Walkability?
are walkability to pretty much everything.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is stunning. Look at that walk-in closet in the primary. I mean, knockout.
Okay.
If you look at all the fit and finishes, really, really just stellar.
Okay, let's get these prices up.
You got it.
1.5, 1.7, or 2. I'm going with A, 1.5.
C.
Ken Kaplan, what is the price?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I got
How's
1 out of the 2. Ken Kaplan, thank you as always.
Absolutely,
Happy New Year,
my
my friend.
pleasure. Happy New Year.
We'll be
Happy
back.
New Year.